Hi guys, welcome to Shelly's Homemade. And this morning, yes, this morning, we're going to be making a Philly cheesesteak omelet, guys. A Philly cheesesteak omelet. So for the Philly cheesesteak omelet, you're going to need, of course, some steak. So I have some shredded 100% pure beef shredded steak right here, guys. I kept it frozen. I'm going to tell you about that in a minute. It's frozen. I have 8 eggs in here. I have some mushrooms. I'm going to show you how to clean them. I have some onion. I have a bell pepper. I have some butter. I have Shelly's house seasoning. I have some whole milk. You can use 2% if you like. That's fine. Whatever you have. I have some provolone cheese and some salt. All of the ingredients are going to be in the description box. In any video I do, the ingredients are in the description box. You can always find them there. Alright, so first thing, let's talk about the beef. It's frozen. And why it's frozen, it's easier to chop up. And I find myself when I'm doing it raw and in the pan trying to chop, it takes too long. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to chop it, and I'm going to chop it on my board, and I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm also going to show you how to clean those mushrooms. I have a wet, damp cloth, and you just wipe them off. Just wipe them off. That way it don't give you water. It doesn't retain water. Don't be a lot of water accessed in your pan. Okay, because mushrooms are like a sponge, and they just suck up everything. We got my provolone cheese. You can use American cheese, Swiss cheese, whatever you have. I so happen to have provolone, and that's what I'm using today. Now, I do have American cheese, but I'm not really a fan. My children are, so maybe in theirs I'll put some American cheese. But we're just doing this for me because I'm the only one up. It's Saturday morning, and yeah. So, let's get started on this easy video. So let's start with our mushroom. This is a nice big one. These are some nice big mushrooms. So I'm only going to do 4 of these big mushrooms. And just like this, my cloth is damp. Just go around just and wipe the dirt off, just like that. You know, it's just like, you know, my mom used to have silverware. So on once a month, we used to sit around the table and clean. You know, you polish polish the silverware, just like this, and you know, your mom, your grandma, whoever. But we used to polish the silverware just like this. So if you just like that, it's not even an issue. And if you feel like I feel, like, you know, open it up on the other side and finish the job. Nothing to it. Nice clean mushrooms, guys. Nice clean mushrooms. So we just take our mushrooms, just slice them, stem on, not even popping them off, stem on. And these are button mushrooms, guys. Button mushrooms. You can use any kind you want. You can use baby portobellos. You can use the portobello and just chop it up. Whatever kind of mushroom you want. But these are just button mushrooms, guys. And I'm just slicing them. And so I'm going to slice my mushrooms, my onion, and my bell peppers first. And, you know, we're going to get them into the pan and everything. Oh, I hope everyone is having a wonderful day today. I hope your day is going to be blessed with plentiful of everything that you need, everything your heart desires. You know, I pray for you for that in the name of Jesus. Um, so I decided to do this Philly cheesesteak omelet because I ordered it in Denny's. So, and I went to get it from Denny's, and I didn't even get a chance to eat it because there was a hair in it, and I was so disgusted and so upset that I didn't get a chance to eat it. Like, and I really wanted it. And you know, my friend that I was with, you know, she was teasing me and was like, "Well, ain't nothing wrong with my food," but she kept eating. You know, they took it off the bill or whatever, and I didn't want to, you know, make a big deal, complain and scream and holler. But I was so disgusted, I felt like I wanted to vomit. But nevertheless, I still wanted that omelet. So I figure, you know, how about I just make it myself. So what I am doing, making it myself. I'm just shaking out all the seeds inside of my bell pepper. Just chopping it up, put it together. Get ready for my pan, because when we chop everything up, it's going to be fabulous. It's going to be fabulous. And I hope you guys make this recipe. You know, I guess you can say it's a copy off of Denny's, because I did get it from Denny's. And I figure, hey, why not do it myself? Okay, so we're here with the steak. So like I said, I find it's easier to just chop it up while it's frozen. That way, when it starts to unthaw in the pan, it'll be already chopped for me. Oh, it's all chopped up. I mean, you might gotta put a little force in it, but it's okay. It's okay. It's gonna be great. You know, the best thing is to try to make things easy for you. Try to make it as easy as possible. You see how I'm just cutting this steak up? A little quiet, I'm sorry guys, but I just want to make sure that it'll be in small pieces and it won't take long to cook this steak up. Alright, so let's move over to our stove and cook our veggies up. Okay, so let's whisk up our eggs. So there's 8 eggs in there. So a half a cup of milk. And just whisk it until all the eggs are beaten together. Just whisk it up. You know, like you doing scrambled eggs. Ooh, I am making a mess, guys. I am making a mess. So now that our eggs are all whisked up, we're gonna leave it to the side, waiting on us. And we're gonna, now it's time to move over to the stove and start cooking up our veggies, guys. So now that our butter and our oil, this is vegetable oil, it's a tablespoon of vegetable oil and a teaspoon of butter. And get this in here. Get our mushrooms, onions, and green bell peppers. And here. And we're going to add some Shelly's house seasoning to our veggies to give them some flavor. This is going to be amazing. So when this cooks down, when we come back, we're going to be adding our steak. And when you're making stuff like this, you want to season at every level. My mushrooms stuck together. You want to season at every level. So, like here, I seasoned the onions, the bell peppers, and the mushrooms. And then I'm going to season the steak. I'm going to season the eggs. Everything is going to have flavor. It's going to have a lot of flavor, guys. Alright. Okay, so see how our onions, mushrooms, and bell peppers have already started to cook down like this? This is the stage where we want to add our steak. So we're going to get our steak in there, add our steak, just like that. Our steak in there, and just add just a little more seasoning on our steak, just light, because we don't want it too you don't want it to have too much. You know, Shelly house seasoning is salt, pepper, seasonal, garlic, and onion powder. Alright, so I'm going to get this all cooked up. And come back. We're going to start on that omelet. Now we are back. Look at this. Oh, you can just eat this right out the pan. This is, this is heaven right here. Heaven in the pan, heaven in the pan. You know, so this omelet right here would just be great. So, you know, when you're coming home from the club or hanging out with your friends or whatever, you might have just a little bit too much to drink, get a little tipsy. Just right here. Oh. Be everything. This would be epic. So let's start our omelet. So we're just going to move that to the side and start our omelet. We're going to get some of this good butter into our pan. This is a non-stick pan. It's a small pan, and it's great for omelet. Great for omelet. Make sure you butter up those sides, just like that. And now let's just add our eggs. Just like that. So we're going to move it around and try to scramble the bottom. You know, get it all cooking. Look at that. I'm just going to pull it away from the sides a little bit. Just like that. Get it all scrambled in the middle. This is how I like to do my omelet. Now, you could just wait, put a lid on it and just wait for it to cook up. But I'm just giving you how I like to do it. Just make sure it's just kind of scrambled in the middle. But at this point, where I add a little salt. Not much, just a taste. That's for the taste. So now we're gonna leave it alone at this point and let it cook. I just really like to make sure I get that egg underneath of there and let that egg cook. And that way I don't, you know, brown it too much on there. Look at that. So we're going to drop the heat. I'm going to drop the heat down to low. Because, you know, I not really, like, I like over easy eggs, my favorite. But I don't like my eggs when it's scrambled to be kind of not done enough. Alright. Now, is when we add our mushrooms, onions, bell pepper, and the steak. Just like that. You add your cheese. You can add whatever type of cheese you want. You know, add you some provolone, like I'm adding. You add some American. You can add some Swiss. You can add some Gouda, would be nice here. So whatever your preference is. Whatever your preference is. Just like that. And I ripped my omelet, but it's still going to be great. So this is the finished product of this beautiful omelet, Philly cheesesteak omelet, guys. Cheese pulled, the mushroom, Wrap that cheese. Wrap that cheese, guys. Wrap that cheese. Yes. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Make this dish. It's delicious. Even though I broke my omelet a little bit, it's fine. It's great. It still was pretty. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Make this dish. As always, because I'm going to jump into this. Always have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video.